Okay, so our lesson now we will be dealing with the arithmetic sequence. So the formula for the arithmetic sequence is a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus, that is n minus 1 quantity times d. So let us try to identify first what are those terms or those expressions found in the formula. So our a sub 1, this represents for the last term. Your a sub 1 represents for the first term. And our n are the number of terms. And our d is for the common difference. Okay, again? So our a sub n is for the last term. A sub 1 is for the first term, and n is for the number of terms, and d is for the common difference. So let us try to solve the first example on number 1. Find the 10th term of the arithmetic sequence. So again, let us try to identify first what is arithmetic sequence. So it is a sequence that has what we call the common difference. Okay? So the second term, since this is our first term, the second term is identified after adding a certain number on all of the terms preceding on the first term, second, and third term, so on. So if we have 12 for the first term, we're going to add 3 to get 15, add 3, 18, add 3 is 21. So let us now try to solve for this problem here. So again, the formula is a sub n. A sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d. So what we're going to do is just identify what are the a sub n, a sub 1, n, and d on our problem. So since what is asked is the 10th term, so we didn't have our a sub n because that is yet to be identified. Okay, our a sub n is the 10th term. Our a sub 1 is the first term, and that is 12 on our sequence. So therefore, this is 12 plus, what is n again? N is the number of terms there is in a sequence. So therefore, the sequence that is being asked here is this sequence that has 10 terms. Because we're going to identify what is the 10th term of the sequence. So therefore, there are 10 terms in the sequence. So we have our n is 10 minus 1 times the common difference. Solving for the common difference is a sub 2 minus a sub 1, or term on the right minus term on the left. Whichever, if we're going to subtract this one, 21 minus 18, that is still 3. 18 minus 15, 3 gap 1. And 15 minus 21, the same, that is 3. So therefore, in easier way, common difference is equal to the difference, or d is equal to the difference of your a sub 2 minus a sub 1. And that is 3. Then simplify things. So this is 12 plus 10 minus 1 is 9 times 3. Let's draw this here. And copy 12 plus 9 plus 3 is 27 is equals, what is 12 plus 27? And that is 39. Therefore, our 10th term is 39. So, our answer now becomes our a sub 10 is 39. So, it means also that our 10th term of the sequence is 39. Second problem. Find the 30th term of the arithmetic sequence. 5, 9, 13, 17. Okay, the same. We're going to identify. So we didn't have a sub n since what is asked is the 30th term. So therefore, this now becomes a sub 13. And our a sub 1 is 5 plus n is 13 minus 1 times common difference, subtract this one is 4. Let's simplify. So this becomes 5 plus, what is 13 minus 1? That is 12 times 4. Copy 5. 12 times 4 is 48. 48 plus 5 is 53. Therefore, our 30th term is 53. So that is arithmetic sequence. So I have here another problem. What if you are given a problem like this? In the arithmetic sequence 5, 9, 13, 17, which term is 397? So somewhere in the sequence, we have a term that is 397. So what we're going to do is again use our formula. Again, our formula is a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times our common difference. Okay? So let us try to analyze the problem. So we have a sequence given in which the terms that can be found, we have 5 for the first term, 9 for the second term, 13 for the third term, and 17 for the fourth term. And somewhere else on that sequence is the term 397. But the question is, what term or what is the position of 397 on the sequence? Okay? So, again, we're going to use the formula. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to identify what are our expressions that can be replaced if we have this problem here. So, obviously, what was a sub n? A sub n is the last term. So therefore, somewhere else on the sequence, we have 397. So therefore, we can say that your 397 could be the last term given. That is identified already. So therefore, the last term there is 397. Okay? And our a sub 1 is 5. That is plus n. We didn't have value for n because that is basically the problem. So this is n minus 1 times the common difference is 4. Then just simplify our problem. 397 is equals to 5 plus multiply 4. So therefore this becomes 4 times n is 4n minus 4 times 1, negative 1 is negative 4. Then combine like terms. So therefore, we're going to transpose 5 on the other side, 4 on the other side. That becomes 397, 5 transposing, or yes, that is subtracting, negative 5 and add positive 4 is equals to what is left is only 4n. Then, simplify. So, for us to simplify this faster, so we can just simplify first this one. That becomes 397. This is, what is the simplified answer of negative 5 and positive 4? That is negative 1 is equals to 4n. This becomes 396 is equals to 4n. Then to solve for n, just divide 4 both sides of our equation. And therefore, n is equals to, can you solve? N is equals to 99. So therefore, the position of our 397 is located or is the 99th term of the sequence. Okay? So, Last problem. Problem number 4. Okay, so if we have this problem here, the fourth term of an arithmetic sequence is 28. So therefore, the fourth term is 28. And the 15th term is 105. So find the first term, and that is our a sub 1, and the common difference, and that is d. Okay, so we're going to find, the problem asks for the first term and the common difference of our sequence. So if we are given a problem like this, actually there is a shortcut with this one. But before the shortcut, we will solve this using long cut. So what we're going to do here is identify first our a sub 4, or the fourth term is 28. And our 15th term, or a sub 15, is equals to 105. So that is the only information that we have in the given problem. But we're going to use those information to solve for what is asked the first term and the common difference of our sequence. So we are going to use again our formula. So what was the formula again? A sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d. But we only have these informations. Our information is limit only in these informations that we have. A sub 4 is 28, 15, a sub 15 is 105. What we're going to do is we're going to substitute our fourth term to our problem, and this one also to our problem. Then we're going to subtract the two equations in order for us to solve for the common difference. So use this formula. A sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d. Then we're going to use that a sub 4, which is 28. Okay? So our a sub 4 is 28. So therefore, our a sub 4, or the last term, is 28. So this becomes 28 is equals to a sub 1 plus our n here is 4. So this becomes, di ba? Our fourth term is 4 minus 1 times the common difference. So since our 28 is the fourth term, so we have 4 terms in that sequence alone. Disregarding first this one. Let us focus first on this one. Our n is 4. So therefore this 4 minus 1 times d. Simplify. 28 is equals to a sub 1 plus 3 times d is 3d. Okay? So this is now our first equation. Use the second information. A sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. And our a sub n, or the last term, is 105 is equals to our a sub 1. We don't have a sub 1 plus n is 15 minus 1 times our common difference. Then simplify. 105 is equals to a sub 1 plus 14 times d is 14d. Then we're going to use these two equations to solve for our common difference. So we're going to subtract now. 105 is equals to a sub 1 plus 14d minus 28 is equals to a sub 1 plus 3d. Okay? So what is 28? 105 minus 28. So the answer there is 77. Then a sub 1 and a sub 1 will be cancelled. 14 minus 3 is 11. And copy D. So that is 77 is equals to 11D divided by 11. So this will be cancelled. That is 1. Therefore, the common difference is 7. Our common difference now is 7. So what we're going to do is use our common difference 7 to substitute on our first equation. So that is now 28 is equals to a sub 1 plus 3d. And d is now 7. So 28 is equals to a sub 1 plus 3 times 7. 28 is equals to a sub 1 plus 21 transpose 28 minus 21 is equals to a sub 1. 28 minus 21 equals 7, and therefore that is our a sub 1. So we now have our common difference, which is 7, and our first term is also 7. If we're going to use this formula, substitute our 15 by using a common difference is 7, we can get 105. So that ends our arithmetic sequence. And if you have queries, so just put comments below so that I can attend on your queries, or don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you.